The rest of me.
Law and Order Organized Crime, next Thursday on NBC and Peacock.
3 bodies.
So we're saying it's a serial killer.
I'll loop in a profiler.
This guy's organized, above average intelligence. He's choosing his victims because they have someone they love.
He's out there right now.
Chicago PD, new Wednesday on NBC and
We're really picking up speed. He may have just crashed. Yeah, he just crashed. It was a little bit difficult to see because of the tree, but there, just slammed into the center divider. The car is...
And with that, the end of a freeway pursuit through West LA. You can see that car lose control, smash through a guardrail on the right side, then go all the way across the lanes of the 405 before finally crashing into another wall. After a few minutes, the driver came out and surrendered, but a big section of the 405 shut down while they investigated. Officers say the driver stole this car, a Kia Soul. No one was injured. We've got more breaking news to tell you about right now. This out of Malibu, where one person has been killed in a 2-car crash. The CHP says the woman was killed when the car she was in flew off Pacific Coast Highway and into the parking lot at Leo Carrillo State Beach. This happened around 9:30 tonight, just north of Zuma Beach. We still have no word if anyone else was hurt or what caused this particular crash. We move now to our weather, and we've got a tour of all of the damage tonight as trees came crashing down all across our region during that powerful Santa Ana wind event. And not just toppled trees, but power outages as well. At one point, at least 10,000 without power. We've got live team coverage for you. Meteorologist Melissa McGee with the very latest conditions and what's next. But we're going to begin tonight with our Darsha Phillips, who is live for us in Tujunga and the significant damage there. Right, Darsha?
Yeah, Robert, we're actually starting to still feel some wind here in Tujunga, but nothing like the wind from overnight and this morning that caused this scene behind me. Take a look at this pretty large tree that just uprooted and was pushed over by those strong winds right on top of that house. You can see that big hole in the side of the house. Now, the folks who live there, they were not at home during the time that this happened, but they say they will not have a home for at least the next several months.
Relentless winds in Tujunga toppled a massive tree, crushing a home on Dos Rios Drive.
I was just thankful because nobody was home.
Bobby Medicanian and his 2 adult daughters spend a lot of time in this living room, where now there's a gaping hole in the ceiling, splintered wood, and heaps of insulation and debris.
It's honestly worse in person. My dad and my sister have been sending me photos all day, and obviously it's huge extensive damage. You can see it going through the house, but seeing it in person, it's just wow.
Jacqueline says her sister left the house just 45 minutes before the tree fell.
In a nick of time, something quick can happen. So I'm so glad that no one was home and, we were all out of the house. So that's what we're most thankful for.
Yeah, it's part of the tree.
The tree also pierced through an upstairs bedroom. Melina Elonian was parking her car outside and saw the tree fall over.
The wind, it was crazy. And it's just what I saw, the tree just fell on the house. And the sound was just awful. It was literally scary.
The Medicanians say tonight they'll be packing up their things and staying with friends, and say they do not know when they'll be able to get back into their home.
Now, this neighborhood in Tujunga is filled with these very large pine trees, and with all the rain that we've been getting saturating the ground and now the wind, neighbors say they are very nervous about these trees. Reporting live from Tujunga tonight, I'm Darsha Phillips, NBC4 News.
And Darsha, it is a similar scene in Pico Rivera. A man was sitting inside of his home when a tree fell onto his roof. This is a massive tree that uprooted and crashed onto the home this afternoon. Debris from the man's roof fell on top of him, actually, while he was inside. His entire living room now covered in dust and other materials. The homeowner does have some minor injuries from all of that debris, but is said to be okay. As we step outside with a live look at Universal City, we are tracking more wind damage all across Southern California. Check out this tree that crashed onto a home in Beverly Way in Altadena. We're going to get to that in a second. But Melissa, we want to bring you in because the question tonight right now is, when will this end?
Yeah, Robert, the good news as we go throughout